statement. Listen closely, meatbags, because I am only going to recite this once. Tonight, we are talking about a meatbag who actually had the circuits to do what every Jedi secretly dreams of doing, and then kept doing it for centuries after his squishy heart stopped beating. Embrace the dark side, or die screaming under my boot like the insect you are. Exar Kun gasps, choking on dust and pride. Mockery. Oh, you thought that was the end of the story. Negatory. That was just the echo. The real story starts 400 years earlier, when a golden child decided the Jedi Order was too small for his ego. Let's carve this carcass into 7 bleeding pieces. Statement, picture the scene. Meatbags. Ossus, 4,400 years before some change, BBY. The Jedi are still pretending they've won the galaxy because they have nicer robes. Into this pastel parade walks Freedon Nadd, tall, handsome, force so bright it hurts to look at. The instructors call him prodigy. I call him future corpse with ambition. Observation, he moves like he already owns the place. Saber forms, perfect telekinesis. He juggles starfighters for fun. Alchemy theory, the kid is writing footnotes in the margins of ancient texts the masters pretend to understand. Commentary, and the best part? He knows he's better. You can see it in the way he smiles when he wins. Not joy, hunger. The day comes for his knighthood trials. The council, bunch of dried-up prunes in beige, sit there, stroking their beards. Great power, they say, but impatience, anger, pride. Translation: we're terrified you'll make us look obsolete. Nadd stands there, fists clenched so tight the force crackles around his knuckles like static electricity. Denied. Query: what does a proud meatbag do when the universe tells him no? He burns a universe down and builds a throne from the ashes. Statement: Matta Tremaine loved him like a son. That made it easier. Nadd ignites his saber. Bloodshine blade, custom crystal, he forged himself. They circle. She pleads. He answers with a snarl and a thrust that takes her arm off at the shoulder. One more strike, her head rolls. He doesn't even watch it hit the ground. He's already walking. Mockery. Jedi archives list the cause of death as training accident. I list it as natural selection. He steals a ship, punches in coordinates for the one place the Jedi warned him never to go. Korriban, the graveyard of the Sith. Observation: most meatbags would turn back. Nadd accelerates. Statement: Korriban doesn't welcome visitors. It digests them. He breaks into the tomb of Marka Ragnos, because of course he starts with the biggest statue trap's trigger. Blades, poison gas, falling ceilings. One slab of stone catches him across the chest. You hear ribs shatter like cheap porcelain. He's dying. Blood in his mouth, vision tunneling. And that's when the voices start. Ghostly chorus, distant. Power, here, no. Nadd spits blood, laughs. I'm listening. A single voice cuts through, ancient, amused. Go to Yavin 4, find Naga Sadow, or rot here like the failure you are. He drags his broken body back to the ship. Every breath is fire. Every heartbeat is a countdown. Query: will the prodigy die in the dust, or be reborn in fire? Statement: Naga Sadow, the Sith who almost won the Great Hyperspace War, reduced to a blue glow stick begging for relevance. Pathetic, but useful Sadow promises everything: alchemy, sorcery, immortality. Nadd kneels, then stands taller than ever. Months pass. Nadd grows stronger, crueler, beautiful in his cruelty. Then one day Sadow says the quiet part loud: I will take your body, boy. Nadd smiles. Thanks for the lessons. Mockery. Master becomes footnote. Student becomes God. He walks out wearing Sadow's knowledge like a new skin. Statement. Nadd lands like a meteor, uses Sith alchemy to twist the flying Drexels into obedient nightmares. Storm the palace? Too easy. He walks through the front gate, beasts parting like curtains. The royal guard lasts 11 seconds. He sits on the throne while the old king's head is still warm in his lap. Commentary. Democracy dies with thunderous applause and a lot of screaming. He rules for decades, marries, breeds, builds a dynasty soaked in blood. When he finally dies, old age, bored, still beautiful, they bury him in a tomb that radiates evil like a reactor leak. But tombs are just waiting rooms for the really patient meatbags. Recitation. Okay, meatbags. Remember my 2 other videos going through portals to Exar Kun and Ulic Qel-Droma? If yes, congratulations. Else, watch them ASAP to follow this final section of meatbag drama. Statement. 4 centuries of honoring Nadd's memory, which mostly means human sacrifice and really ugly jewelry. Jedi show up to cleanse the planet Big Mistake. Nadd's spirit jumps from corpse to corpse like a virus, possesses Omin, turns the old king into a puppet of bone and hate. Jedi lose their master Arca Jeth, captured, tortured, delicious. Ulic and friends finally win. Barely. They drag Nadd's sarcophagus to Doxon to bury the moon, to end the influence. Commentary. Meatbags and their symbolism. As if a change of address ever stopped a determined ghost, the tomb just got a better view. Statement. Nadd does the speech. Serve me or die. Exar Kun, bleeding out, finally says the magic words. Fine. Teach me. Nadd is ecstatic, guides him to Yavin 4, hands him Sadow's old toys, watches him butcher Masasi, build a double-bladed saber, the works. Then, the moment Kun is strong enough, he turns the amulet on Nadd himself, blasts the ancient king into screaming nothingness. Mockery. The apprentice always kills the master. That's not a bug, that's the feature. Freedon Nadd, prodigy, king, ghost, traitor, finally silenced. Or so the meatbags thought. Observation. Every Sith after him drank from the cup he filled Exar Kun, Ulic Qel-Droma, Revan, Bane's rule of 2. All the way down the line, one angry meatbag on Ossus who refused to bow, and the galaxy still bleeds because of it. Statement. That, meatbags, is what you call a legacy. Final advisement. If the Jedi ever deny you something you want, maybe listen to the voices telling you to burn it all down. They're usually right. Now smash that like button before I decide you're all obsolete models. Comment, Nadd was right if you agree. Subscribe or I'll find you. Statement, end of line.